Hey, welcome back to the Roadside Rescue YouTube channel. I'm Ernest, and we've got an emergency call out this morning for a gentleman who stripped out his drain plug in his side-by-side. People out here drive side-by-sides a lot on the street, so I don't know if they need the vehicle or whatnot, but they need it done sooner than later. So we're gonna head out this morning and get him an oversized drain plug, which is what he actually asked for. He just sent me a text saying, hey, I got your number and I'm looking for an oversized drain plug, which I actually have one of those kits. So I guess we'll go over there and see. It should just be a matter of maybe drilling it out a little bit more and then tapping it with that oversized kit, which I've shown in different videos. Let me grab it real quick. Basically what it does is, this isn't it. Basically what it does is you have like your standard size bolts and plugs that you would use for like an oil drain plug. This essentially oversizes it. It's not a standard size, so you can't like go and get a replacement plug for one of these. So like if you lose this plug, then you're not going to find something that fits that because it's not a standard size. But it'll take it, you know, if you have like an, you know, M10 sized bolt or plug, this will take it and make it like a 10.5 or whatever. I don't know the exact specifications, but you have to keep the plugs that come with it. Yeah, so it's not going to take it up to a whole new size, and that's good because there's like a little bushing around you know, where those threads are made. So if you go too much bigger, then you can usually go through that bushing or through the material that the thread's in, and then you're just on the side of the little thin oil pan and it's not going to hold. So this is a good kit. And it can save you a lot of troubles if you strip out an oil plug. The issue again is you won't be able to find another one if you lose that. If you do strip it out, then at that point you can go up one more size to a normal size, but you probably just ought to replace the oil pan. So if he does lose them, this kit has, you know, 5 of each different size plugs, so I can always, you know, sell him another one of the same size plug if he just loses the plug. But shouldn't be an issue. I'm just going to mark it, you know, do not over torque around that plug, so whoever changes it in the future knows to pay attention to not strip that plug out. So we'll get up there and we'll get this oil plug changed out in oversized form. All right, here we are. This should be pretty quick and simple. First thing I'm going to do is just take this kit under here and just compare sizes, find the right size tap for this, and I'll assess whether or not we need to drill that out. And then I'll just take this tap up there and find the right size wrench to go on that. And I usually use one of those spline drive wrenches for these, but maybe a triple square or something will work as well. Since most of these are bigger than what I have in my little tap handles sets. But anyways, we'll scoot under here and look at that drain plug. Okay, it's right back here. This one's not the right size, which means the next one up probably is. Yep, and that looks right. So I'm going to take my little ball peen hammer. I will tap this straight into the middle as straight as I can, and then I'll get it started. Probably don't need any cutting fluid on there because it's got a bunch of oil on it. So we'll go ahead, find the right size wrench to fit this, and then we'll carefully go and start tapping this in. All right, so here we are. I've got this little 3/8 spline drive here that fits this nicely. And then we're gonna go ahead and just drill this out. There's just a little bit of threads left in here. I wanna just make sure that we've got a smooth surface and they don't interfere with the threads on this tap. So I'm gonna go ahead and drill out those threads ever so lightly, and then we'll go ahead and start tapping. Okay, and there it is. It's been 8 minutes since we started. Not tapping, but since we got here basically. So we've got nice new threads in there, as you can see. This worked nicely. It's very graduated, so it starts out a lot smaller. Very good taps, in my opinion. Now we will just grab the corresponding plug, which should be this one. And we'll make sure it starts in nice by hand. Make sure all that little residue is cleaned up, but they're going to want to flush this regardless. Okay, there it goes. Here's this plug in. And these plugs have 2 zinc washers on them in order to keep all that oil in there and make sure they crush nice and flat. So I'm going to go ahead and mark around here as well, do not over torque. That way people see it, just in case for the next time. So we'll go ahead, find the wrench that fits this, tighten it down, mark it up, and we'll be good to go. Okay, so this is a 19mm. And then you're not going to want to put any more than like 18 foot-pounds on this. It's got to just be very good pressure. Because then you run the risk of stripping these threads out again, then you're looking at a lot more complicated of a fix. So right about there feels good. I'll just double check that seated up well. Yeah, it looks awesome. Okay, here we are. That is a job well done. All right, this is the Roadside Rescue YouTube channel. I'm Ernest. If you liked the video, consider subscribing. We'll see you on the next one.